The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to blanket tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have...
As Sanders has it pumped free. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 35. And the Rams at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Sanders going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Miles Sanders with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They run again with Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Now they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Willis saw the option to the right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Omaha, ready to move.
Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as they get this up past the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
7-7, our score after 1. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Another run here with Sanders. 65 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, 54.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. One home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
White.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Omaha, ready to move. Drill right, 22.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Trying the left side with Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. And now Stafford's going to move him around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught. It's 2-2 right way. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the right side, this is Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Walker hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That swung out wide to Sanders. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Check 58.
Back to Walker on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Walker with another carry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 White. 18 Radley.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Runs through the contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stafford now to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go back to the ground with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Ready.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Sanders is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 3rd down and 5. Bongino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, give me radar.
Stafford. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This is 1st and 10. Stafford going to change it up here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here's 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Time certainly a factor. Under 40 to play. 2nd down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Zebra.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction action off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Smith's going to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go, here we go.